Devasana on the 5th of September, 1979. The Sasana Dhamma of the Lord Buddha is the most ideal way, unequaled by any other way, both in the means and the end result. They are excellent and foremost. This is because the founder of the Sasana is the Lord Buddha. He is the best ideal that all sentient beings can take up as the heart's basis, and to practice following his way to the utmost of their ability. For his way is flawless and perfect. Speaking about putting in the effort, about perseverance and endurance, about resourcefulness, and about striving and struggling, and of being the master of himself, and the master of all of the Savaka Sangha. In all of this, the Lord Buddha is the foremost, unequaled by any other person. In striving, the Lord strove until he accomplished his task. In enduring and persevering, he sometimes passed unconscious. But he never relented in his striving. He excelled in everything, and eventually was able to attain to the penetration of all the Dhammas which are found within this world, and are the things that it is within the means of the world to realize and experience for themselves. By way of practice, following each individual capability. This is because the Dhamma of the Lord Buddha is suitable and appropriate for all sentient beings which are of different categories, and they are called the Buddhist company. They are the bhikkhus and bhikkhunis, which nowadays are being replaced by the samaneras, the upasikas, and the upasakas. They are the ones that are capable of receiving the teaching of the Lord Buddha. The term Sasada, or great teacher, refers to someone who is wise and discerning in the way of teaching other people. He knows what kind of Dhamma is suitable for what type of people. He doesn't teach anything which is beyond the ability of the sentient beings and Buddhist company to practice and experience for themselves. He is therefore the greatest Sasada in his ability to teach the world the Dhamma. Teaching human beings is one thing. Teaching to the bhikkhus is on one level, and teaching lay people and the general public is on another level. He taught to the lay people who practiced like the bhikkhus, in the same way that he taught the bhikkhus themselves, with the Dhamma geared specifically to each individual practitioner, according to their practical experiences and states of attainment. The Lord would explain and elucidate to a practitioner until he was fully satisfied and had his doubts and questions cleared away. Apart from teaching human beings, he also taught the Devatas. Has anyone seen the Devatas? Or is it a matter of taking in the knowledge and insight of the great teacher to suit one's views and understanding that is full of the excrement of the kilesas tanha and asava, which are the blinding influences, so that they conform to what we want to believe in. There are internal and external dhammas, coarse and subtle dhammas. The things that the Lord Buddha taught concerning the Dhamma range from coarse to very subtle. There are coarse material substances or forms, and very subtle ones as well, like the celestial beings, for instance, that we have always heard and read about from the texts. The three divisions of the Pali Canon, the Suttas, the Vinaya, and the Abhidhamma, are equally truthful. There isn't a single chapter or verse in the Tipitaka that is faked or counterfeit Dhamma, because what has been taught was not faked. Thus it cannot be said that the sasada of one aspect is truthful, while the sasada of another aspect is faked. This is not possible. This is because in teaching to the world, no sasada teaches the faked and the truthful Dhamma together. For this is the principle of Dhamma. If we are going to have any conviction, we should have conviction in the Lord Buddha. When the Lord Buddha taught to the Devatas, he taught them the Dhamma suitable to their state of mind and their state of being. This was similar to the way that he taught the human beings, because Dhamma is a common property. Whether it is the citta of a Brahma, or a Devata, or a human being, they all have varying degrees of subtlety and coarseness similarly, because the citta is nama Dhamma, that can take up various forms. But some forms do not have complete and perfect faculties, like the animals, for instance. They are not capable of understanding the moral principle of what is good and what is evil. The Lord Buddha therefore did not teach to the animals, who could not perceive what is good or bad, and what is right or wrong, or what is heaven or hell, or what are the kilesas, tanha and asava, for they are ignorant of these things. Although every day of their life they have been committing these kinds of deeds, they do them without knowing themselves what it is that they are doing. But with human beings, we are capable of knowing these things. We are capable of learning the various aspects of Dhamma, like we are capable of learning and studying from the Tipitaka. Although not everyone is capable of doing this, there are some who can practice and learn the Dhamma. Therefore, the content of the three divisions of the Tipitaka is the complete and perfect Dhamma, presented by the Lord Buddha. All the things that were written in the suttas, the Vinaya, or the Abhidhamma, are all the truth. But essentially, it is the citta that is the one who will receive all the things expounded by the Lord Buddha and experience them. Some cittas can perceive things through their eyes and ears, but are not capable of perceiving those things that must be perceived exclusively by the heart. And the hearts that can perceive and experience things that are experienced exclusively by the heart are numerous as well. And this is the way that the teaching of the Lord